Yeah! Hey, what's up? It's your boy T.I.G. Ronin, and I'm back with another daily yap. It is January the 27th. We are almost through this sloshy, cold, frigid slush month, bro. For one, I'm tired of this, okay? Anyway, but let's hop right into it, man. Today, we're going to be talking about Sony's mismanagement, bro. What is PlayStation doing, dog? With all these games as a service games, bro. Yeah. I get it, okay? I get it. Money chasing, bottom line, you know what I'm saying? Everybody needs money. I understand, all right? But it just came out a couple days ago, so like sometime this last week, that Bluepoint and Bend Studios was working on a games as a service game. And I forget who was working, a God of War one too. Okay, somebody was working on a God of War games as a service game. Now, I don't think that all games as a service games are bad. We're just gonna start calling them GAS, okay? GAAS, games as a service, GAS games. I don't think these are all bad, okay? Because you watched Helldivers drop this year, and they did that one right, okay? By every stretch of the imagination, they did that right. I know there was that debacle with the whole, like, eventually you would have to have like a PlayStation account or Sony account or something to play it, but it's neither here nor there. But they did it right, man. There was plenty of stuff to get. They didn't like hit you over the head with nothing, like with their skins or anything that was an app purchase. Like it was pretty cool for the most part. I know also they did drop some Killzone stuff recently, and people were kind of mad because they thought the Killzone stuff was a little bit overpriced. But now I do get that, like, but to do these collabs and stuff like that, hey, everybody got to touch, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's got to get that chili. Everybody got to get some bread, bro. But so those would be the only like two missteps you would say of this game. Otherwise, bro, Helldivers knocked it out the park. I think it was like the number 2 selling game last year or something like that, and that's crazy. But for anybody that has played it, they do, bro, it's a ball. It's a fun ass game. The only thing I will say is, and I'm not somebody that's like who's against exclusives, because I think exclusives are good for the space, and it creates healthy competition and makes both sides push to do better, so we're not just getting more slop. Okay, that's my opinion. Okay, if you have a different one, leave it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's entitled to what they gotta say. But I do think exclusives are good for the most part. But in the case of Helldivers, yo, what's up? Let the Xbox bros come back us up. That, I don't know if anybody remembers it, but during that time period, like there was a bunch of us online, and because you know it's like the what do they call it? Like the real world meta. I forget what it was called, but everybody was like kind of cosplaying in real life, which made it really kind of role playing in real life, which kind of made it real fun. You know what I mean? And it was like, we need backups for God. The name is leaving me right now. Something Gulch, something, I forget what it was. But we was like, we need backups. Everybody was on there like, yo, let the Xbox guys come on. I think it would have been really sick if them boys had brought them boys over. So, but that would have been my only other thing to change on that. But I'm rambling about Helldivers. Great game. Let me move right along. Boom. Okay, games as a service can work. Okay, that's the whole thing. But there are so many examples of it not working when it's forced. Okay, like Gotham Knights for one. Avengers. That's another one that was kind of cool, man. But like the games as a service was just a little too heavy-handed. Suicide Squad, I won't even play that shit, so I can't really give you an honest opinion on it because I haven't played it. Keep that in mind. But I just know this is not something I want to play. I can just look at it, I can tell, bada boom, bada bing, moving on. But why would you have two of your most talented, these guys, the studios are crazy talented. So we'll start with Ben. You told Ben, Sony, hello, you told Ben they couldn't make a Days Gone 2. Y'all didn't want that. but instead you got them working on a games as a service game. I don't know a single person in real life, because the internet's not real life to me. I understand you guys are real people, but I don't know a person in real life that has played Days Gone and wasn't like, bro, it was so fun. I loved it. Not a single person. And then I'm talking about, this is probably a good upwards of like 20 or more people that I know in real life that have played it. And you told them no to that? Like, I don't see the thinking. And I know that there was like, I forget how many games of service games. It was over 10 though. I'm pretty sure it was over 10 games as service games that Sony was supposed to be cooking up, and then they ended up canceling like almost all of them. You know, The Last of Us 1 Factions, that one been gone. So it makes me wonder then, so they had a game, God of War 1. So it makes me wonder what else was there. Let alone, so you had been working on that, right? That's already like, what are you doing? Whose idea was this is what I want to know. If it was like board members or some suit and tie guys, okay, I get it. But if it's anybody that's like ground level hands in, you know what I'm saying, with the daily mechanisms of PlayStation and the goings of PlayStation, like, you've got to be fired, dude. Like, that shit is wild. And then moving on to Bluepoint. Bluepoint has made some of the best remakes ever made. Okay, that's their bread and butter. Like, I'll start with the main one I played most recently, Demon Souls, bro. That shit was beautiful, bro. Beautiful. I remember playing Demon Souls before the Soulsborne genre was a thing, and like before the world got it. And I remember how it looked. I was like, this is sick. I loved it. Whatever. But then playing the new Demon Souls, dude, it is just wow. The shit is beautiful. So what did they did Shadow of the Colossus 2, Shadow of the Colossus also, and then they did. I'm missing something here. Did they do the Ico ones? Ico, however you say it, or I feel like there was another one they did. But anyway, Bluepoint, super talented. And I know for the longest, everybody was like, well, what's Bluepoint working on? What's Bluepoint working on? Like, it was a hot debated thing. Like, what is Bluepoint working on? I know a lot of people that was kind of in the camp of like, they got to be working on Bloodborne. But I don't know how much I ever believed that, but it was a fun thought. And then Sony came out and they said, PlayStation, Sony, whatever, I'm supposed to say PlayStation, came out and said that they were working on something new, right? Could have swore that they said Bluepoint was working on new IP. So you're finally letting these guys, Super Talented Studio, shout out to everybody over there, work on some new IP, like basically their own thing. And you shoehorn them into games as a service. Who's making these decisions, bro? Like, anybody with a fucking functioning brain with like 3 ripples in that shit could have told you that's what? Come on, y'all. Like, so now it's kind of a shit show, because like, how, like, are we gonna miss, like, what else did they have cooking? Was their whole team on this? Was it the smaller side of the team? Or like, what else do we have down the pipeline that we're now not going to get for this generation? Like, is this generation, like the rest of it, not to be a doomsday guy, but is it cooked? Like, are we going to get any like flagship titles left? Because I know we got Ghost of Yotei, and I'm just absent-minded. I'm sure there's got to be something else, right? There's got to be something else that's PlayStation. But yeah, Ghost of Yotei is the only thing I can think of now. And I mean, the next PlayStation is what? Like, that's like 2027 or something. It seems just like this generation just started. And just the whole debacle of not being able to get them. And I don't know, man. I feel like, I love my PlayStation 5, but I feel like this generation was kind of did a disservice for the teetering and 1 foot on the 4 still, and then 1 foot in the 5 round, you know. So, and then the big thing that happened all around the world, I'm not going to say anything about it, but you know. It's just crazy. And you basically wasted this generation with games as a service shit. Like, bro, that's not y'all bread and butter. Everybody knows. You think PlayStation, you think narrative, story, single player. Like, you could even have a multiplayer or something, but like, yeah, it's just bad LLL. And Sony, I feel like PlayStation was on a nice run. I feel like they was making a lot of moves that I liked. But anyway, so yeah, that's how I feel about that. You got Bluepoint, you got Ben working on games as service games. That's fucking stupid. Like, get some, like, have some type of ear to the ground or some type of foot in the water where your finger on the pulse of what people want. Yeah. Bum moves, dude. Bum moves. L moves. I'm glad they canceled all them shit. Get those shit out of here. Sorry to the devs that was working on nothing for so long. And I'm sure some of them probably felt like creatively like kidnapped for the most part. So yeah. Anyway, I finally saw Yasuke parkouring and climbing in Assassin's Creed Shadows. And he looked like he climbing like the Viking. He ain't got the bip and bop like Naui, but it looked cool. I'm like it. I'm all the way sold now. I can't wait to play it twice, honestly. I'm going all the way with him, then all the way with her. Oh man. March 20th can't get here fast enough. So cool. Yeah, man. Anyway, so I've been playing Rise of the Ronin, and I've been playing Dynasty Warriors Origins. As you know, I've been talking your head on it on the most recent yaps. Great time. Love both these games. Rise of the Ronin, man. I'm gonna end up doing like a retroactive top 10 for 2024. And Rise of the Ronin is definitely gonna be on there, man. I love that game, dude. It feels so good. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you, man. I just want to come in here and basically bitch about what the hell PlayStation is doing. Wasting our time. Wasting their time with games as a service. And don't take this as a, oh man, he don't fuck with games as a service games. I do. It's cool. But not everything needs to be that. And this is what happens when you have too many people, money guys, with their hands in the pot, man. And I know it'll never be like this because I know that Sony's a mega corporation and blah, 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 blah. Bottom line, I get it. But there needs to be a shift in gaming as a whole, the way these things are ran. Because the way they're doing it, that ain't it, man. We need more creatives. We need more creatives in the position to be making the right decisions. You know what I mean? Because you guys are bums. Like, I'm guessing. Now this is shot in the dark. I am talking out my ass. I bet most of them don't game. And it's crazy. I know that's the way the world works. And it's crazy though that you got a bunch of people deciding the future of gaming and gaming outlooks that don't game. It needs to be a culture shift. We need more creatives there. We need more creatives at the top. We need more creatives wearing the pants or the big dress, you know what I mean? Making those decisions. First and foremost, last most. Yeah. But anyway, I'm TIG Ronan. On behalf of Sort of Serious Gaming, that's how it goes. On behalf of Sort of Serious Gaming, I'm TIG Ronan. And I'm out.